The people of Skid Row taught me a brutal truth about why people stay stuck. So years ago, I worked as an outreach worker on Skid Row here in Los Angeles, which is an area that has the greatest number of unhoused people in the United States. And my job was literally to give away free apartments. They were studio apartments with their own bathroom. And I remember my first day, I was so excited. I felt like I was going to be the Mr. Beast of Skid Row. And I remember my first person I went up to, they were living in a cardboard box. And I kneeled next to them and I introduced myself and said, I can get you your own apartment in a couple of weeks. You just need to come to a few appointments with me. What do you say? And they looked me in the eye and they said, nah, I'm cool. And it took me about 6 months to realize why 90% of the people turned down my offer flat. And that's because it simply didn't bother them that they were unhoused. Now, I'm not saying that they enjoyed it, but they had simply become habituated to the situation. They were used to it. And paradoxically, their lives would have gotten worse, at least in the short term, if they accepted housing, as they would have had to go through the pain of change. Now, I don't work on Skid Row anymore. I have a nice office in Beverly Hills, but it really is the same thing. It's just a fancier version now of the cardboard box. I work with people that are stuck in relationships, jobs, all sorts of situations that don't serve them, but they're just used to it and they're afraid to go through the pain of change. So what does this mean for you? Well, we all have a choice. We can accept the low grade but familiar misery of the cardboard box, or we can go through the acute pain of change. The choice is yours.